Good morning. Well, good afternoon. No, I'm not well. I'm still dying. Endlessly dying. But I thought I need to say hi. Hello. I'm dying still. I'm still not completely right. Let's get this light a bit bright. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Hello, Beth. But I've missed the morning message so much, so I thought, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Hey, Crystal Mama. It's been what, 8 days now, and it's horrible. It's still in my chest, in my nose, in my head. I still feel very drained. Good morning, Melissa. But I thought I can't just do nothing all the time. I've missed you guys so much. It gives me the energy every day. It sets my day right. So I'm here, and I'm feeling a little bit better, Stoney. Well, I say a little bit, a lot, but still nowhere near right. Still very disorientated. It's knocked my legs and my body kind of at a different wobbling standpoint. I haven't got it's really affected my nerves, my nervous system. So this is, well, I miss you so much too. I can't believe it. It's quite emotional. Every day was the beginning of my day. It was what fed the soul to like the fire in my soul every morning. It's what motivated me to get the next thing done and the next thing done. And this week feels like a month. It's been one of the worst weeks. I know the kids are a lot better than me. They should hopefully be going back to college in the next 2 days. Thank you, Stoney. Whereas me, it's I think because of my age and my disability anyway, and my immune system, it's knocked me about, seriously. So I thought, you know what, no, I'm coming on. I've had I had a beautiful gift off let's see, this chakra crystal, this one here, that came in off Rosie. Good morning, Tiffany. And she sent me, it came with this, but unfortunately the chain broke. It's you put like a little essence oil on one of the different color chakras which you get in there, and it's a tree of life. You open it up and you put some essence. She put rose oil in here, and some anti-inflammatory treatment oil, and some after training oil for my bones, and then this is the rose oil that came with the bracelet, and it's got, look, all the different color chakra sponges and different ones, so you can use different fragrances on there. Absolutely amazingly beautiful gift. I know, I did watch it, but I kind of come in and out of driftingness, and I get disorientated. So it's been so weird. It's been such a horrible experience. I would not wish this on anybody. And it's such a lonely place just to be sat in bed all day, or trying to get done what I can, and then having to I'll tell you something. I think I've lost that much weight because I haven't been able to eat. I'm not sleeping properly because I'm not using my energy up. It's just a weird, horrible feeling. But I'm just going to start doing my daily reads again. I'm just going to go a little bit here, a little bit there, until I feel strong enough again. Right, let's get my cards out, because I do want to do a morning message. I've missed it so much. It gives me the inspiration, so I'm hoping that today it will lift me up enough to feel as though I've got a battle and I'm willing to fight the battle now. But you know what the worst part is? You have this vile ammonia smell and taste within you. It's absolutely horrid. Absolutely horrid. It's like just watching the whole world go by. It reminds me of when I had my stroke years ago, and every day just rolls into a week and to a month and to a year, and it's one of the worst experiences I've ever had. It's absolutely vile. So, okay, we are here to do a morning message. I've had my new stand. I'm not sure if you can tell. I do have a microphone that I haven't used yet, so I'm a bit dubious, a bit worried about using it, but I'll figure out how to use it, and maybe we'll do a test run. So I have a little microphone to block out the outside noise. This was donated to me from last week or the week before for Valentine's Day. So I bought the stand. It's massive, it's beautiful, it's got a big massive 10-inch circle light on it. It's great. I haven't heard of anything. I know that I was watching something yesterday, but like I said, I can't concentrate too much. And the power of healing was in the mind. And I think with whatever was going on with the moon changes, I think that kind of has pulled me back down. So I don't think it's just COVID that's got me. I think there's ascension symptoms within that as well. And I think just the realisation of getting to the end of a cycle, knowing that the things I would have put up with it, I kind of went through this phase of, I wished I was back ignorant again, where you could just fall in love and, you know, be all romantic and not have to worry about, like, your intuition and frequencies and all that malarkey. Hello there, Sharon. You know, that blindness that you had before you awoken. It's hello, Julie. It's just a really fun, it's been a weird experience this last week, I tell you. Really weird. I know, and I think I've kind of had the two combined. It's horrid, absolutely horrid. I just can't wait. Look at my eyes. I just feel so, I mean, my skin feels ever so good, mind you. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a feeling I've lost a few pounds. Okay, I will do, Melissa. I used to listen to that hell of a lot at night time, but you know, it's kind of, I've just been so, like I said, distracted, distorted. It's absolutely, it's the worst experience I've probably ever been through for a long, long time. Anyway, we're here to try and get that out of my system, aren't we? Clear it out. Messages. Let's get some higher vibrations going in the house, in the building. First card that fell out, milk and honey. Milk and honey. Oh, look, the ring light. Yeah, I used to use them all the time, but since I've been poorly, I haven't. There's got to a point where I couldn't even lift my phone up. I can't answer messages. I'm getting there, Julie. I'm still nowhere near right, but I am really fighting this now. And I think the positive mind action of getting up and doing has got to start coming into play, because I'm not laying down anymore. I'm not taking it because it affects my bones too much. I've now got 2 canes that I walk with, not just one. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not allowing it to take me down a road any deeper than what it already has. So I'm coming out of it kicking and fighting. I'm not doing it. So my will, my arrogance is going to pull me through, even if nothing else can right now. So far we have happy and we have milk and honey. Let's see what we have for the Melly Mermaid cards. And I've missed you guys so much, and I can't comment. I mean, I've only watched, I think I've watched Cindy and Soulful Revolution and one other person, and that's about it. Yeah, defiance is a great human trait, that free will. I know. I haven't listened to anything. I haven't literally haven't listened to anything. And what I caught Cindy's last night. You know what it is? Everybody's focusing on the same kind of thing, you know, love and all the rest of it. And you know what? I really can't be bothered. Although it's what I want, I'm not looking out there for it. I know where I am within, and I just don't want to listen to anybody else. I don't want to listen to anything. I just want to go with whatever's coming. It's kind of, it's almost like a turn has happened, and there's this arrogance, and I don't mean against anybody else, internally to myself, that I've kind of woke up to, and I want to start kicking my own ass on a daily. You've done the work. You've done all that you need to do. You don't need messages while you listen to other people when you can get them yourself. You already know what's being said. You are a guide. You are intuitive. You are everything that you need. So you don't need to go out elsewhere. Your morning message, that's different. That's a message of inspiration and seeing what the lessons of today are. So this is why I like listening to Soulful Revolution, although just of lately it's more about the love. But then again, Venus is in Venus and Mars and all the rest of it, so I understand that. But majority, no, I haven't. There's one guy that I did cling to. He's very much about Grand Rising. I think he's 369 something tarot. Oh my goodness, what is his name? It's in my head. It's just completely flipped out. Exactly. And he's just a guy that I seen. He had about 500 people on his channel. It grew over 1,000 in about a matter of days. It's just that lifting energy, and that's kind of when I'm going to. So yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So let's see what today is. Let's get this vibration higher. So milk and honey and happy, happy. We have a 51 derived down to a 6. And then we have happy, happy. So the milk and honey phase is in regards to the future. Let's see what comes under the happy, happy. I wanted to flip. The truth. Good morning, Jojo. I'm not all better, but I'm better enough to kick my own ass and say, sometimes you have to come out your own slump. Aren't these amazing? I love them. And look, a change in the wind is the bottom of the deck. And dreaming. Now we've got to be very careful with the Pisces moon coming in, because that's quite a dreamy energy. And that can be all fantasistical and all the rest of it. But just in time, I had a new deck come. These, I need to really go in with these ones. Look, the Tarot of the Dreams. They've got some beautiful things in there. And I've also had the Dark Mirror. The Dark Mirror come in. Now, these are more for people who have got a lot more shadows going on within them. So when I'm doing more of the shadow side, or when we're picking up on energies that feeling dark, I've got those to fall back on now. There's still about another 8 decks that are waiting to arrive, but in between now and March, so they will come when they come. So let's see. Let's see what the native spirit wants to say. So, milk and honey. Bathing in the glory here. Shapeshifter. Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. I was watching, that's what I said, I was watching something yesterday about the energy of healing your own body with your mind and the, all the rest of it, and there was Shapeshifter was in that thing I was watching. I don't even know what you would call it. And then I watched a film afterwards with my son about it. Grandmother Earth comes out of happy, happy and true. Bottom of the deck. We've just moved out of the Freedom Horse. That is where we were with the last reading. Okay, so let's see what's coming in with this soul connection. Soul connection. Now, those Tower of Dreams cards, they have the elements of Mercury on there, you know, all of the planetary elements. They have star elements on there, that kind of thing.
Are we going to get some V-Bucks?
Yeah, V-Bucks tomorrow. Can you shut the door, please? Shut the door, please. Shut the door, please. Son asking if he can have V-Bucks tomorrow. Okay, so this is almost, for me, very much in the element of surprise and rejoice. So here we have surprise for the shapeshifter of the future. Rejoice. Okay. So milk and honey. The balance is coming. The rainbow. I don't even know. Yeah, the rainbow. The work has been done. This is in regards to your future. For me, the shapeshifter here, I'm going to read the book, but it almost feels as though you have done an element of change to the degree that you have shape-shifted through elements. I can't remember what the exact wording is, but where you have two parallels, and when you learn a lesson, you up jump and you go through one realm into the other realm. This is you understanding the lessons of what you've done, and you're waiting to receive the gift that the milk and honey can bring. Now, I know there is a duality to this, to the milk and honey, because you've got to be careful not to overindulge. But the fact that this is related to the future for me is the reason why I'm not taking it in the you have to be careful. I think this is the gift that's been given. The work that you have done, the rainbow is coming. The joy is at the end of the rainbow within the future. The shapeshifter is what I want to read. The shapeshifter. Shapeshifter, where are you? SWHIJKNEPQRSTUVW. Sorry about this, guys. Spirit of the Keeper. Shapeshifter. It's got lavender everywhere. I love that card. It's a lovely card. You can be anything you desire. Let go of attachment to your identity. See the world around you with new eyes. Be malleable. Experience it with a different way of viewing your reality. See the point of view of others. If you haven't been able to manifest your dreams, maybe you need to shift the way you see the person or the situation. Your native spirits want you to say, in earth-based cultures, shapeshifters have the mystical ability to transform into other forms of consciousness. It is said that these beings were not imaginary and they were changing into a specific animal, plant, or a stone. They can actually morph into other people's shapes. Just because most people today do not think this is possible does not mean that this is true. 1111 is here. So I think you're defeating and defying the object of what you've done. You are understanding now that you have to have the magic within you, which is at the end of the rainbow. Your future is guided by what you have done. You have shape-shifted from somebody who has understood where they've been to where they're going. You have done the shape-shifting. You are the milk and honey. You have the ability. And the surprise is... And you may be surprised about what's coming in. Good morning, Debbie. So for me, the milk and honey card is you're about to be receiving a gift. Because whatever you have done, you have shape-shifted from one realm to another realm, which is bringing in the 3D and the 5D. This is almost 4D work for me. This is achieving a sense of fulfillment to a higher degree. You followed your guides and The shape shifting is the big one with the future. So where are we now? Why is this, and what is it going to bring? Well, it's going to bring in a happy situation. The situation is an 8. That's forward moving energy very quickly. So happiness is going to get brought in because there's some kind of truth that you now hold within. Whether this is because you are very happy and content within your own truth, because you've understood that you have shape-shifted from the person who you were into the person now that you are. This is creating some kind of happy contentment. The truth is, there is not just you. You are not just internal. This is external. What you change within, you change on the outside. So above, so below. This is how it all works. So by you changing your internal, which is it was his intern, changing your external viewpoint, your external, the way you live, the way you work with society, the way you see the world. This has also got to do with the grand rising of the earth. You understand that transformation between your dark side to your light side, to your understanding where your karmic energy was, to the understanding the lessons that you've had to create, that you created, that you had to learn through, and those lessons that you've now took hold of. You are now in alignment with the grandmother earth. And this is the time to rejoice. The two hearts can now become one. What you were and who you are no longer together, but they are both in alignment with the changes that you had to create to be the person who you have now shape-shifted into. So you might meet somebody and they say, you're not the person I used to know. It's almost like you're the same body, but everything about you is completely different. You've changed too much. Other people's perceptions of you may have a different viewpoint on why you've changed, because a lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't understand change. But what we are going to experience in the near future, especially March, April, is the grand rising of the whole earth, to such a degree that this is, you have had to be the lighthouse to lead the way, to understand it, to find your feet around it, make it malleable within your own head. So when this happens on a grander scale, you have the understanding, the ability to really fulfill where you're going in the future and help other people recognize and rationalize what you have been through. This is the time to really open up and say, I understood the truth in the karmic situations and the karmic toxic people who I have been in other people's lives and who they were to me. The lessons I have learned have set me forth on the path to be able to shapeshift from the person who did not value herself, who did not see who she was in the greater grand scheme of things, because now I do. I understand that my body is one with the earth, and how I have changed, the universe has pushed me to change in the same correlation as to how the earth's changing. This is all going to work in one system. How I was talking back in November and December when I did these open talks, and I got very passionate about them, about how systems are created. I've been, coming out please, coming out please, coming out please. I can't give you help, I'm working. Shut the door please. Shut the door please. River, can you listen please? How the lessons that I said that we were going to see corruption fall down, medical companies be brought down because it's the pricings, the restriction, the restraint from governments, the truth behind the sexual deviance that's been going on for so many years, whether that's in politics, whether that's in the music industry, whether that's whatever it is in the hierarchy, those with money, and all of those kind of things had to start within. Because I know over the last 4 or 5 months, we have literally been able to change, or I have been able to change how I perceive what energy and money is to me, how my health is in relation to my energetic stance. So all of this is a way that you are being able to change and correlate one aspect of yourself into the aspect of what's going on in the outside world. which is the shapeshifter you've done to what the grandmother Earth is doing. The light is being shone upon the changes that are all working in alignment together. There is no separation. Your internal, so as above, so below. As within is without. So the changes that you've noticed within yourself, the awakening that you have had within yourself, the world is having exactly the same awakening. We are just happen to be beacons that found this pathway before the majority, the 144 group, the twin flames. We were here to awaken, to bring this into fruition, to understand this. So when people start going through this big, massive awakening that is about to start setting hold, we have a deeper understanding and knowledge to be able to share that with those people the way that we didn't have. But that's because we are a community and we have to open our arms to welcome them in. Exactly. And sometimes you have to sit within yourself. So you see, because I was going at it, if I hadn't have had this COVID, if I hadn't have had this moment where I was pulled completely back down within, I was so work focused. I'd kind of not given up on love by any means, but kind of in the very much in that stubborn masculine state still. I'd gone deeper into the masculine state by stating like, I can do this. I don't really need anything from anybody. I know I'm open to it. Don't get me wrong. But being so isolated and feeling so weak and vulnerable has made me sit within the emotion of I want what I want, and it's okay to want it. It's not a bad thing to say that I want to have that love and that connection, and it doesn't. I don't want it to come in the form of how I've had to be in the past to get it. And how being vulnerable and poorly, and especially with my disability, is something that's part of who I am. And that is never going to change. And rather than hiding behind the premise that I have to work harder, I have to do more because I have less abilities in other things, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm less of a person. It means that I'm a different person. My abilities are very different in my disabilities. It's not a disability that's a disadvantage. It's an ability that is just very different to what is classed as a norm. And I've had to shapeshift through my mentality because for so many years I believed that I was a burden. And this illness really has set that precedence for me believing that I am a burden. And because I can't do things, I'm maybe not as valuable, so I tend to over try in other aspects. But that is just not the case. That is just not the case. I didn't get that message there, Jojo. I didn't read it. Sorry, my darling. I was deep in mind, concept and thought within this. So let's just have a look at what's out for the day. Let's just have a little nosy. What's out for the day? Let's have a shuffle. So how is everybody? We have 15. Thank you for your 15 people to be in here. I know a week is a long time in the tarot world, and I've worked hard. I've worked hard on my channel, and watching the numbers dwindle down as I come on every couple of days has been hard. But then the realization that sometimes your ex-wife said that I was funny. Too funny. See, sometimes we use humour to cover up what's really going on, don't we, inside? I know I used to throw... See, rather than because I didn't believe people could see my value because I had disabilities, I would make sure they'd see my monetary value. Ah. Well, sometimes there is... my son is like that. He's an Aquarius. And he has this anxiety thing where he laughs at absolutely everything. And it can be a defense mechanism why he laughs, because he doesn't know how to cope in another different way. It's hard, isn't it, Angelia? So I had to find my value without money, because money has been a struggle for me for a fair few years now. But it meant that in everything that I didn't have, I found what I did have. It's true. It's true. We all have different ways. Okay. Oh, first, Queen of Swords. Judgment. Yes, exactly, Jojo. So, today's energy, Queen of Swords, Judgment, the Hierophant. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands, one more. Oh, okay, I said one more, and we've got two more. So, let's just see what this is in tying up with what we've just said, the Shapeshifter. Having the ability to cut the old life out, those negative mindsets that we tell ourselves. The negative mindsets that we tell ourselves about ourselves before judgment calls. You have to have the commitment to yourself and to your higher spiritual learning to understand that there's going to be plenty of options. This is where there is going to be things that are going to come in. So, that are going to test you. So, somebody could come in and they can offer you, look, all the land in the world. Then we have the snakes. Exactly. Exactly. I know I've felt like a burden most of my life, so I know how that feels. But having the confidence to say, it's took me a long time to get to where I am. And I will be victorious. I'm going to ride my horse off into the sunset. The ones are going to protect around me. The ones are going to be the very thing that's passionately moving me forward, because I have earned those ones. And I do earn, and I am valuable. And I'm not going to allow things from the past to drag me down. And that is not other people. This is your own mindset. This is finding the ability to understand that you are worthy by seeing things from a complete different viewpoint now. So, justice and judgment are here. Queen of Cups, death to the old. Death to the old way. There has to be a point where you say, the old person has gone. They are dead and buried. I shall never be that vivarious woman who can walk and do the things that I used to be able to do. I have shape-shifted for me to be able to open up my conscious mentality now. My disability has shown my ability elsewhere. My body may not be what it used to be, but my mind is more than it's ever been. Death to the old me. Having the conviction to speak up on that truth and say, I am no longer the person I was. Calling in judgment and justice for my better good. Because I followed my spiritual path. And I understand there may be lots of tests along my way that might want to rock me, my emotional standpoint. They may even want to rock my ability to believe I am worthy of what is about to set forth. But I know I have transformed. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's transformed. She's very beautiful in her own right, regardless of the differences that she started off with. And it's took a hell of a long time for you to understand the value deep within. And that you are victorious in your own right, in who you are. And this has absolutely nothing to do with what you've been able to see on the outside. Which is why we had to go there with that thing. Once you understand that the internal changes your external, now you see the value in who you are. And you had to understand that your disadvantages in life are now going to be your advantages as long as you accept them. This will then change the course of how things are going to change on your external. By admitting where you've been, you have now understood the victory in the opposite way round. Exactly, exactly. And it's okay to dream. Let go of the past. You are the free spirit. Embrace who you are. Nobody can be you. Nobody can be you. You might not have the years that you wasted, but you have the experience and the knowledge to set forth for the next 30, 40, 50 years, whatever that will be. Exactly, Jojo. And sometimes we are. It is okay. It's okay to understand that you're different. I'm never going to be, like I said, you find the crown fits you well. My crown is well dusted in the corner at the moment. I'm not well enough. Well, I hope you find a message within today's message. It seems to have resonated for me. Get yourself out of self-pity. I might not be the person I used to be, but that's good. It does. It does. Because now I am the person who I am meant to be. But now, thank you very much, Joe. I wished I'm hoping to push this through today. I can feel the sweat coming on now. So I'm hoping that the spirit within has started to kick the last bit of this away and hopefully push it through. So do not feel less than today. You might not be who you were, but that is the whole point of why you had to go through this lesson, this life, the things that you've had to, the things you have lost, the age. It's harder when you get older because you think how many years I've wasted and now I'm old and how am I gonna, deal with life, dating and going all around and doing all these things that I couldn't do when I was younger. And now I can't do them because I'm older. It's a hard battle. But there we go. Well, on that note, hopefully, and I'll see you back in the morning. Tomorrow, don't forget, is the 22nd of the 2nd. I feel old. I feel old. I think with what I've been through in 44 years, I feel old. I feel, especially when this flu has hit me now, I didn't realise quite how old. Yes, tomorrow is a very special day. It's about connection. It's about partnerships. It's about finding the connection that is coming within. It's a very, very, very poignant turn to where you're going, which is why it seems quite great that I've come in today and this message has come out today. You have to leave the past in the past because tomorrow's a whole new day and the beginning of something extra special. 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. You couldn't make it up if you tried. So I will see you tomorrow morning and hopefully the energy is going to give us something very special to talk about. Have a great day. I love you all. Thank you for being here.